guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today is going to be a homeschool plan with me. I am pretty excited because this is our first week of being in all of our subjects. We have been homeschooling. We started back on July 15th and we have been implementing a slow start. Since then, adding a little bit every few weeks, and now we are ready to get into all of the subjects and get all of the rhythms back into place for the fall. So I do color code if you are new. This is my Erin Condren teacher planner. I use the traditional horizontal teacher planner, and it is what works really well for me. They do have a vertical version, and they do have a homeschool planner, which is undated, and it does have some more homeschool specific pages in the front for planning. I will leave links for those reviews and walkthroughs in the description box, as well as links to the planners themselves. This has just been so helpful for me, especially with 3 kids in 3 completely different levels. Having all of this space to write out all of the plans is just very helpful for me. So the way that I work this is the first 2 columns are for Emma, and I am actually not sure how I am going to make the other columns. Typically I will do 2 for Emma, 1 for Lucy, 2 for Jack, then have a family column and a notes column, but we're going to see how much space I need to write all of the things. There are a lot of things. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is put Monday meeting here. We always have a Monday meeting. It is just going over the week and my expectations and what everybody has on the schedule for the week. I didn't even tell you the colors. So this is Emma's color. It's like a maroon, I guess, or like a pinky purple. This is like a salmon color for Lucy. Family color is purple and Jack is blue. And then this is just a fine liner pen that I'm using here. Okay, Wednesday is technically our passion project day, but we are also going on a field trip to the railway village, and I don't know how long we are going to be gone. Ideally, the kids will do some work on this day as well, but we may be gone all day, so I'm not sure. And then Friday is screen free day. So the first thing that I am going to do is go over Emma's British literature, and she is going to be starting Hamlet this week. So where did I put that book? Okay, so they have so much reading in this British literature course. I think there are like 27 books, and I definitely need to slow them down for Emma. She cannot read nearly as fast as this course requires. If this was her only reading, then it probably would be fine. But we also do a literature-based government economics and personal finance course, and so there's a lot of reading with that as well as discussion. And so yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is, so that is that part of it. And then she will also have journaling and questions. Okay, and then on Friday she is going to do a 1-hour essay on Hamlet, practicing for the AP test. We're still unsure if she's actually going to take the AP test, but we will put it in there for the time being, just so that she can practice. It's good practice, I think, for her. Okay, so that is English. Then she is going to be doing pre-calculus corrections from last week. Well, not last week, 2 weeks ago at this point, that we did not do the Friday before we went on break. And then we are going to be starting consumer math this week. And so I think I'm actually going to take a break on statistics this week, just so that we can see how long this course takes us, because this is new. This is from Not Consumed. I do have a full walkthrough and review of this course, so I'm not sure how long it is going to take us. So Monday we will do consumer math 1.1. Tuesday, consumer math 1.2, 1.3. It's possible that we will do more than one lesson each day, but this week I'm just going to give myself a little bit of room to ease into this program. I believe that Emma will be able to do this on her own, but I will probably introduce some of this stuff to her just to kind of help her out a little bit. I think that that is probably going to be the easiest thing, and she does still have pre-calculus, so we will be doing that as well. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop to make lunch. Okay, so I did also write in Sound and Sense Chapter 3 for Emma. That I forgot to write down is also part of her Sunlight 630 course. And then she does have In Your Own Words. So she does this with Jack, but I am going to just write it under her name. I still haven't quite figured out how I want to put some of the stuff that they may work on together, like the government course. I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay, and part of that is because as we go through the year, I am going to have some different assignments for Jack and Emma with that government economics and personal finance course. Jack is going to be doing more of the literature side as part of his English credit, and Emma does not need the literature for her. She doesn't need it for English at all. She has plenty with the Sunlight 630 and this creative writing program. So I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. I think that if I split it out now while they are doing all of the same things, it might be more challenging for me to get back to putting it in their individual columns when they're doing extra stuff. I don't know, maybe that doesn't matter. So this week they are working on narrative poems in this creative writing course, which is actually a lot of fun. I think they're enjoying it. I'm trying to get 5 days of work into 4 days, which is a little challenging. All right, narrative day 2 and 3, narrative day 4, narrative day 5. These lessons are broken up into days, so some weeks are 5 days, some weeks are 10 days. Most of the poetry units have been 5 days, so that has been working really well. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put the dailies here this week. So I'm considering putting the dailies over here. It's really going to depend on how things go as I get all of the subjects and all of the things put in here, because there's a lot. So Wordly Wise, 4 days. World Watch, which is our current events, 4 days. Narration, 4 days. And then we also have Cursive, which we're all working on this year, including me. So we will do that 4 days. Then I have government. And let's see, where are we in government? I think I'm not going to put, well, I will put the government workbook here, and we're going to do that 4 days this week. And it's just going to be dependent on how much reading I get done. I have a feeling that I'm going to need to do reading all 4 days this week. And part of that is because I am trying to catch up on some of the lessons for the Young Economist. And this isn't necessary for this course, but I am reading it because I really like economics. I was an econ major in college, and so I'm enjoying the content quite a bit. I think we are on lesson 4. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I don't need 2 columns for Emma this week. We'll see. All right, I'm going to do Lucy now, and then we'll see how things go. Okay, so for Lucy, first I'm going to put her teaching textbooks. So Lucy has, let's see, teaching textbooks lesson 20. And if you are interested in knowing how we use teaching textbooks, I recently did a video on how we do a lesson teaching textbooks for all 3 of my kids. So I will leave a link for that in the description box if you want to check it out. So we are also starting Singapore 4A. Let's see here. Okay, so that is her math. For her English. All right, so I totally missed week 3 activity 2, so we will do that. We have week 4 copywork. So she is reading Grandma's Attic book 3. I cannot spell today, guys. So she just reads a little bit each day. She has cursive. See, I am going to have to put her on the next line. Okay, cursive or column rather. And then I also want her to do, oh, this is gonna drive me insane if I'm flipping back and forth when I'm planning this. I think that what I'm gonna have to do next time is do the family column here and then put 2 Lucy and 2 Jack on the next page instead of flipping back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to do spelling you see. We just have, I don't know what book we have. I think it's book C or D2, the second one, I'm not sure. So we will do that twice next week. We are not using spelling you see for spelling curriculum. We're just using it primarily for copy work because Lucy is doing cursive again this year. I want to have some extra print practice. Oh, see, I don't fill up each box the same way. So like down here and right here, I could add more. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep it over here. All right. I'm going to do Mrs. Frisbee. We're still reading that, a little bit each day. And then we're supposed to be starting this US elections lap book this week. I don't know, this might be a terrible week to do that. We were not supposed to go on a field trip on Wednesday. We were supposed to go on Friday, but then it started raining and I figured that I didn't want to try and go when it was raining. So my husband took Wednesday off so that we could all go together, but that really is going to throw off my week of getting into all of the subjects. I also thought that I had printed out the unit study, the free unit study from Sunlight, but I can't find it. All right, so we will say intro to lap book here. And then we do have a little bit more of the survival series, so I want to finish that up. And I'm not going to put any instructions or what we're doing for the lap book. I'm just going to put lap book and we will work on it and see how that goes. The Wednesday being, it's usually a passion project day anyways, but this week was just going to be a lot fuller, mainly because of being in all of our subjects, and so I think it's going to take us a little bit longer to get through things. And so I was kind of thinking that we would need that extra day to get through everything, but we'll see. All right, for right now, that's what I'm going to put for her. We also have a state study and the United States cookbook, but I am not going to work on those things this week. I am just going to leave it at the history lap book and see how it goes. See how far we get, because I feel like this week is going to be really crazy. All right, and then we have Jack. Let's see how this goes. He has, first let's look at teaching textbooks. He is doing geometry with teaching textbooks, and he's doing a great job with it. All right, so he has the Robinson Crusoe Brave Writer Guide to finish up next week. That's not right. Oh, guys. He finished reading Robinson Crusoe, but we are finishing up the 20,000 Leagues Brave Writer Boomerang. Okay. Oh my goodness. 20,000 Leagues Brave Writer, and that we will finish this week. Oh, these do not write well over the whiteout. Oh well. Okay. So that will be done this week, and then I want to see, I'm going to have him choose one of these questions and then do a little paper about it. So choose one question and paper. Paper due Friday. Okay. Then he is starting his CompuScholar Unity game programming. So I am going to just put Unity programming chapter 1. And I want him to finish chapter 1 this week. With the CompuScholar, it tells you how many days each chapter is. And so even though we have 4 days this week, I want him to get through hopefully chapter 1, but I don't know how he's going to break it up with the 4-day week. So I'm just going to put chapter 1 across all days, and then he can decide how he wants to split that up. And then he is also starting digital music production. How do I log in? Jeepers creepers, that was really challenging to get to. Okay, so all right. So he has this digital music production course, and we'll do lesson 1 this week. Now, it is possible that we will spread this out over more weeks. It's only a half credit, so technically we should finish it up, before we break for Christmas, I think. So we'll see how much time it takes for him to get through everything. But like I said, new week, new classes. We'll see how long everything takes. Japanese, lesson 4. He's like halfway through the lesson, so he'll most likely finish this up this week, I think, lesson 4. He is going to be starting Animal Farm this week for his book. And I also have the graphic novel for Animal Farm. Then he also has his dailies, which are Wordly Wise, World Watch, and narration. He has In Your Own Words. Did I even write that down for Emma? I did. Narrative poem. Narrative, day 1. And then what else? He also has cursive to do, which he's going to absolutely love, I'm sure. And then I will put government workbook here. And then let's see. I'm going to put government over in this last column, I think. All right, so we need to do government text, and we need to do 2.4, 2.5, The Young Economist. Will we get through 5 chapters? We'll see. I have 1 chapter left in Whatever Happened to Penny Candy, chapter 15, and they also have the appendix listed to just browse, so I will quickly go through that. All right, then I have this infographic guide, chapter 1. Okay, and then I have how many works, page 26 through 39, the economics book, page 34 through 47. And then we have this People's Guide to U.S. Constitution, and we have a summary of the Constitution, and then we have the actual U.S. Constitution. Okay, that is a lot for government. Okay guys, so here is my week. Wish us luck. This is going to be crazy. We're also going to be implementing kind of a new get up earlier routine on this day. So I'm definitely going to need a little bit of, I don't know, coffee and gumption to get through this week. Okay, this is our week. First week, all in, all subjects. Whew, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions about anything that we're using, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.